Hey, Shalom, Akim, it's Yabatazah coming back with another video. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the whole full leg, enduring all afflictions, and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Shemel Shai, Wahaber Kakwadash, Barakatam Akim. Alright, I just want to go back into this verse that I had brought out yesterday. Here in the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 16, it says, be of the same mind one toward another, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate, be not wise in your own conceits. All right, and the first thing that it says in the verse 16, it says, be of the same mind one toward another. Okay, it says toward one another, not to who you want to be the same mind as, to whoever you choose to be, you know, your own little circle. Oh man, it says towards one another, to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's how Yahweh Shai was. He was, yeah, he loved it was John. He loved John the most, as far as like he had a soft spot for John, but he loved all his disciples. You know what I'm saying? You know, Peter, you know, John, James. You know, you find in the scriptures that he like handpicked them to see certain things when he was transfigured. You know, but he dealt with them all the same, man. You know, he treated them all the same, spoke to them all the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it says right there. Be of the same mind one toward another. You know, and the reason I'm bringing this out is because no matter how high you are in this knowledge, you're no better than the brother that is of a low degree. All right, just like I'll tell anybody at work, because your management don't make you better than the worker, man. You know what I'm saying? There still has to be some type of line that is there to where there's that respect. There's that you know, we're all working for the same cause. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Because once you start treating and start doing certain things, that's where you're going to start seeing people falling out, people quitting jobs, leaving you, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that is because that respect, that mutuality is not there. You know what I'm saying? This is well documented in everything, in all types of organizations, businesses, clubs, gangs, whatever you want to call it, you know, unless it's a tyrannical ran organization, then yeah, you're fucking stuck there. You know what I'm saying? You have no say so, you just gotta deal with the shit. But that's in this case, this is not it. This ain't the mafia. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shemel Shai has set us free and gave us commandment on how we ought to be towards one another. That's why it says, be of the same mind toward one another. And what is that same mind? Brotherly love, respect, hospitality, serving rather than being served. You know what I'm saying? Because you got certain brothers that don't want to serve some other brothers. You know, they don't want to serve. They don't want to serve them for whatever reason. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might be because they're on a higher level. You know, or it's a testing game. They want to see if you're gonna serve them. You know, this is not a game, man. This is about everybody should be eager to serve one another. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things, meaning that don't put up with that bullshit. Those high-minded attitudes. All right, high-mindedness, man. We basically mean being proud, arrogant. Like if you're better than somebody, like you were never at the level of a beginner, because all the greats started as a beginner, as a nobody. And you always have to remember where you come from. They say that in the hood, man. Somebody leaves the hood, they make it big, you know, and then you see some of the people in the hood like, man, he lost sight of who he is. Not saying to be corrupt and, you know what I'm saying, you ain't trying to make yourself better, but you always got to have that respect, man. You know what I'm saying? You always got to know where you come from, you know, who you know, not being ashamed. Be ashamed of the wickedness, yes, but not where you come from, you know. There's a saying in the world that people say that all the time, man, you know. It says, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits, and be not wise in your own self. Scriptures tell you that be wise in the scriptures. In the book of Jeremiah chapter 9, it tells you what to be wise in. It tells you what to be to glory in, and it's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, but it says, but condescend to men of low estate. Now I want to go into that word condescend, because we all know when you hear the word condescend, it's like if somebody's talking down on you, right? And that's another thing that goes on that shouldn't be tolerated. All right, that's part of mind and not high things. But in this particular scripture, where it says condescend to men of low estate, it's basically saying go to their level, and that's what I want to show. It says the outline of biblical usage. It says to lead away with, to lead away with, or together. Metaphor, to be carried away with, of a thing, that is, by a thing, so as to experience with others the force of that which carries away. See, so you're supposed to basically walk hand in hand with that brother that is of low estate, no matter what he's going through. You know, because you being at the level that you are at, you know, leader, elder. You should know when a brother goes through something. You should know what it's like, because in order to be at those certain levels, you have to have that experience, man. And once you see that should cut you to heart, because you know what it's like to be at, you know what it's like to be there, to be at where that brother's at. That's what it means to condescend to men of low estate. You know? There's that one in the book of Galatians, I think it's chapter 6, where it says that, you know, we have to carry each other's burdens, you know, right? Verse 5, it says, to yield or submit oneself to lowly things, conditions, employments, not to evade their power, because the lower brother has power, just like you. You know, a brother of a low degree has power too. He's just going through growth, like when a child's growing, right? They call he's feeling achy in his knees and his legs and shit. They say he got growing pains because his bone, he's stretching out. And you gotta comfort him, rub him down. You know, maybe start him a bath. You know what I'm saying? Get him comfortable. You know, burn some incense, some oils. That's what hospitality is, man. That's what it means to condescend. And no matter what level you are, if you think you're on some type of level and you ain't got to do those things, you're not a leader. All right. The scriptures say, the greater thou art, the more humble you are. Think about that, man. And this is to anybody that you know, it's like they got the saying in the world, the shoe fits, wear it. But the point of the video, the point of the lesson is to examine yourself, to examine it. That's I'm talking to myself too. You know what I'm saying? So it says to yield, meaning stop, right? Stop what you're doing. Stop thinking about yourself. Stop thinking about what level you're on. You see somebody in need, drop, stop, drop, and roll. You know what I'm saying? Get low and go to that brother's aid. Help him out. Talk to him. Spend time with him. I'm talking about an hour. Make it every day. You know what I'm saying? Every single day you're meeting with that brother, building up a relationship. That's why kids are all fucked up in the world, because they don't have that relationship with their father and mother. You know what I'm saying? That's why the kids are all fucked up. But when all the time they're just leaving them to themselves. Hey brother, you just figured out yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's not a leader. That's not what a leader would say. You see what I'm saying? That's not what a leader would say at all. Now, if it becomes repetitive and it's over and over and over, and you've been in this thing 3 to 5 years, and hey, yeah, you're gonna get burned out, and eventually, brother's gonna tell you, hey, man, just gotta figure it out on your own. You need to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? But if there's certain things, it's been, that is not quite often, it's real heavy, real burdensome on the brother, then that's what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm saying, it don't matter how high you are, how low you are. We all have that same cause, the same calling of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're all fighting for that same penny. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it basically means to condescend, man. Are you condescending to the brother that is in need? You know what I'm saying? It says to take off together, that is transport with, seduce, passively yield, carry, lead away with, condescend. Now let me look up the word condescend. See what it brings up right here. Condescend, to show feelings of I can't say that word. Salakia. It says show feelings of superiority, be patronizing, take care not to condescend to your reader. You know what I'm saying? So that's a form that we, most of the time when people use this word condescend, is like they're being condescending to me, making me feel like I'm lesser than them, right? It says do something in a haughty way, as though it is below one's dignity. And you got individuals that are that way, man. They don't know how to show that brotherly love, whether it be to a higher level brother or to a lower level brother. Me, I don't care what level you are. You know what I'm saying? You're a brother, and I have that love for you. I have that respect for you, because I know what it's like to be of a low degree. I know what it's like to be rejected. You know what I'm saying? Not accused, but you know what I'm saying? Just like basically, I know what it's like to be rejected or not accepted. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it don't matter. I have to show reverence to every single brother, because I don't know who's who. You know what I'm saying? I gotta treat every brother the same. It says do something in a haughty way, as though it is below one's dignity or level of importance. You see that? And that the Most High hates that shit. It says pride is hateful before men. I hate fucking pride. And I've been labeled before as being proud and shit like that. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't put up with people's shit. There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. And when I know brothers that are in need, especially if the brother's sincere, he's a good person, he's an honest person, I'm be there for that brother. You know what I'm saying? And I always stoop myself down to to their needs, man, to their levels. You know, it says we'll be waiting for 20 minutes before she condescends to appear, right? So it says over here, or it says the condescend verb. Don't condescend to your readers, patronize, talk down to, look down one's nose at, look down on, put down. And I see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And that happens to me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere, it seems like everywhere I go, somebody's like looking down on me and shit. You know, has their nose up and their eyes are just beaming down on me. And, you know what I'm saying? You can barely see their eyelids, or you can barely see their eyes. The eyelids are like covering up their eyes, and they have their head, you know, up and their nose up towards the air, and they're looking at you like you're all crazy and stuff. You know, like if you're up to something, when, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't ever do nobody dirt, man. You know what I'm saying? That's never been in my nature to do people dirty. Now, like I said in my other video that not too long ago, I think, well, yesterday, I ain't perfect. I've made my mistakes and stuff like that. But that's what goes on now a lot, man. People think that they're above a lot of other people. You know? And I understand about order and everything like that, but you can't you know what's saying, like the scriptures say, you can tell a person by their gait, their laughter, their attire. You know, the heart of men is basically transfigures their face, and you can tell what mood they're in and stuff like that. You can't fool that. You can't change. You can't, once you see those things, you can't, there's no debunking that, man, because that's what it is. You see it through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like at work, you see a lot of guys that think they're humble and they're somebody that they're trustworthy, but you can see that shit. But it's all fake. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like I was saying to brothers, you got to be honest with yourself, man. You got to be you have to be honest, man. You have to have that integrity, you know, stuff like that, man. You know, that's why, like, people, when it comes to me, man, I don't fucking play with nobody. Like, I tend to myself. I do what I got to do. I show you through my actions, because my actions speak louder than my words. And I'm the type of person, I don't like to just keep running my mouth and talking and talking and talking. When it comes to the word, yeah, I'll keep talking and talking and talking. You know, but you know, that's how I am, man, and that's how I've always believed that you can tell what a person is by their work. You know, by what they do, by what they go through, and how nothing's stopping them and stuff like that. You know, but you know, you got that a lot, man. You got that people out here in the world, you know. And it's not even just in the world. You got that shit going on within you know, the brotherhood too, where you look down on each other. You know, that's why Paul wrote about it. Going to the churches, either fighting back and forth, stuff like that. And that shit got to get. You got to cut that shit out, man. Now, I ain't speaking to no particular camps. I'm just going through the spirit, because I examine myself, and I know how I know what it is. You know, we all know what it is to be in this flesh. You know what I'm saying? And how we had to be better in this thing, man. You know? It says to look down at one's nose at, look down on, put down. He condescended to see us. Deign, stoop, descend, lower oneself, demean oneself, vouchsafe, see fit, consent, And that's that second meaning of the word condescend, is that you are you're going to stoop and descend and lower yourself and demean yourself, right? Now I forget what the word means. You know what, now that I brought out the definition, let me bring up that word mean in the scriptures. And I'm bringing this out specifically for brothers in the brotherhood. I ain't talking about anybody outside of this. I'm talking about within the brotherhood. Let me see here. The word mean. Or what I can find in the scripture. Let me try this one in let me try this one, Isaiah 5:15. It says, mean man, because condescending to of men of low estate. Nah, it's not gonna be a good one. Man. Salakia, brothers, bear with me. Let me see if I can find one. Let's see. Mean and the mean man brought down low. It's right here. Lord willing. Isaiah 2:9. It's not gonna bring it up. I know it's somewhere in the scriptures, the definition that I'm looking for, but let me see what I can bring up here. Mean. Is lacking kindness, unkind, tending toward and characterized by cruelty or violence, extreme, unpleasant, or disagreeable. No, stingy, low in value, rank, or social status. All right, basically meaning that it's like these proud people. And I'm gonna use this one because I think in the scriptures this is the one that it's talking about. Lord willing, I'm correct. If not, I'll look for it and make a video on that. But this is the definition for mean right here, and in the letter A, low in rank, of value or social status. Okay, I prefer the condition of the meanest reptile to my own. You know, so basically. You know, it's like these people that are proud in the world, they're really low, miserable people. You know what I'm saying? Like low, just straight garbage in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. They're not right. You know, even though they may have nice cars, a lot of money, big house, their kids they got everything that they want. You know, but really they're mean men. You know, they're really low in value and rank and social status. Like they ain't really nobody. Yeah, in the eyes of the people and things like that, because of the way they handle themselves and stuff like that. Yeah, they may seem the opposite, but in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, they're not, because they don't have the ability, nor do they know how to condescend to men or to women, men or women that are of a low estate. You know, primarily talking to brothers. You know, in the brotherhood that are doing the work, that are striving for the hopeful elect. You know, but Lord willing, I can do a video. I'll find that definition in the blue letter, the word mean. But I have a strong feeling that this is what it's talking about. But if not, Salakia on that, and I'll make a video, Lord willing. But Khan, you know, I just wanted to bring this out regarding that one in Romans chapter 12, regarding that. And the question is are you condescending to brothers that are of a low degree, man? You know? So, because Yahweh Shemiah Shai, he did that. He came down from heaven, right, from the throne, you know, from above, and did what he did, and showed us that the example, you know, of condescending to men of low estate and degree. So we have to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? No matter who and what the brother is, or whatever it may be, you got to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I just wanted to bring this out, you know, to further just to prove that there.